Welcome for this Isyss Solar Return book reading of The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality by Dr. Cheikh Anta and translated and edited by Mercer Cook. We pick up in the 5th chapter. Peace, YouTube. I was like, all right, Bubbles, I'm going to honor you. And I know this is what she would, out of everything that I have, Isyss was like, I want you to wear the Eagles jersey. So happy solar return, 20th solar return to my favorite little girl, now grown up, Isyss Riley. So proud of you, baby. And I got all these presents here. I'll show you a couple at the end. Well, just wanted to honor you. And part of honoring those in our lives is about times honoring and doing things for others, not just for ourselves, right? And so that's a part of this peaceful part of YouTube is I'm reading books, and a lot of them sometimes are books I've already read, but it's about giving information to others, and that's a way of honoring your environment, your world. And so Isyss, she loves the Eagles. So she wanted me to wear Jalen Hurts jersey for her solar return. She's 20. We're going into the 17th reading of the 5th chapter of The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality, page 108 at the top. Here we go. Peace and divine rising. Happy 529. From that time on, the term Lucio-Syrians applied to certain white populations of that region is a confirmation of the biblical data, not a contradiction, as Hofer believes. The name Syrian, from Babylonia to off of Isyss and Taurus, as well as those of Exene, the Exene Sea, are still called Luso-Syrians, white Syrians, as if were also black Syrians. This is how the lasting alliance between Egyptians and Phoenicians can be explained, even throughout the most troubled periods of a great misfortune. Egypt could count on the Phoenicians as one more or less count on a brother. Among the monumental narratives engraved on the walls of Egyptian temples and referring to the great insurrections in Syria against Egyptian hegemony, never do we see on the list of rebels and the vanquished the names of Sidonians, of their capital, or any of their cities. The most formidable of those uprisings, instigated by the Assyrians or else by northern Hittites, were put down by Thutmose III, Seti I, Ramses II, and Ramses III. An invaluable papyrus in the British Museum contains the fictional account of a visit to Syria by the Egyptian official at the end of the reign of Ramses II, after peace with the northern Hittites was finally restored. Throughout Syria, the traveler was on Egyptian soil. He circulated as freely and safely as he would in the valley of the Nile, and even by virtue of his position, exercise some authority. To be sure, we should not minimize the role of the economic relations between Egypt and Phoenicia in explaining that loyalty which seems to have existed. One can also understand that Phoenician religion and beliefs are, to some extent, mere replicas of Egypt's. Phoenicians' cosmogony is revealed in fragments of the Nation or Sanconiation, translated by Philo of Byblos and reported by Eusebius. According to these texts, in the beginning there was uncreated, chaotic matter in perpetual disorder, bohu, breath, or rahu, hung over chaos. The union of those two principles was called sefets, or desire, which is the origin of all creation. What impresses us here is the similarity between the cosmic trinity and that found in Egypt, as reported by Amelino in the Prolegomena. In Egyptian cosmogony, also at the beginning, there was chaotic, uncreated matter, the primitive none, mhm, or nen equals nothingness in Wolof. This primitive matter contained in the form of principles all possible things. It also contained the god of potential development, Kepera or Keperu. As soon as the primitive nothingness created Ra, the dimerge, its role ended. Henceforth, the thread would be unbroken until the advent of Osiris, Isis, and Horus. Peace, highest our love. Divine rising, Marquise. And today is Bubbles 20. I've been a father now, dad, for 20 years. Can you believe it? Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah. Divine days and nights. We made it to wow, May 29th, 2026. Yeah, happy born day to her. That's why I'm wearing the Eagles jersey. That's what she wanted me to wear. So I'm wearing my Hurts. See, wear my hurt. Peace. Thank you for being here. Moderators are in the building on this Divine Friday. Isyss's solar return. And we got some presents for her. Oh, man. Henceforth, the thread would be unbroken until the advent of Osiris, Isis, and Horus, ancestors of the Egyptians. The primitive trinity then moved from the scale of the universe to that of man, as it did later in Christianity. After successive generations in Phoenician cosmogony, we reach the ancestors of the Egyptians, Miser, who will engender Thoth, inventor of sciences and letters, or also Thoth or Tahuti. Mm-hmm. Thoth is none other than Thoth of the Egyptians. In the same cosmogony, we reach Osiris and Canaan, forebear of the Phoenicians. Lenormand, page 583. Phoenician cosmogony reveals once again the kinship of Egyptians and Phoenicians, both Cushite or Negro, mhm, both of Cushite or Negro origin. This kinship is confirmed by the revelations of the Ras Shamra, ancient Ugarit, on the Syrian coast, texts which place the original habitat of Phoenicia, national heroes in the south, on Egypt's frontiers. The Ras Shamra text gives us an opportunity to re examine the origin of the Phoenicians, while the tablets on everyday life take into account various foreign elements who participated in the city's daily routine. Those that present myths and legends allude to a quite different past. Though they concern a city of the extreme Phoenician north, they adopt the far south, the Negev, as the setting for the events they describe. To the national heroes and ancestors, they assign a habitat located between the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. This tradition, moreover, has been noted by Herodotus, 5th century, and before him, Sophenius, 7th century. Geographically, the body of land between the Mediterranean and the Red Sea is essentially the Isthmus of Suez, that is to say, Arabia or Petrea, land of the Anu, blacks who founded northern On, Heliopolis, in historical times. Toward the middle of the second millennium, 1450 BCE, under the increasing pressure of white tribes who occupied the hinterland and drove the Phoenicians back toward the coast. The Sidonians founded the first Phoenician colonies of Boeotia, where they installed the excess population. Thus, Thebes was created, as well as Abydos on Hell's Point or Hilly's Point. The name Thebes confirms once again the ethnic kinship of the Egyptians and Phoenicians. We know as a matter of fact that Thebes was the holy city of Upper Egypt, from which the Phoenicians took the two black women who founded the oracles of Dodona in Greece and Amon in Libya. During the same period, the Libyans settled in Africa around Lake Triton, as indicated by a study of the historical monuments of C.A.D. I. Cadmus, the Phoenician, personifies the Sidonian period and the Phoenician contribution to Greece. The Greeks say that Cadmus introduced writing, as we would say today that Marianne, symbol of the French Republic, introduced railroads into French West Africa. Greek traditions place the installation of Egyptian colonies in Greece at approximately the same time. Peace. Hi, it's Heart Love. Welcome, YouTube. Yeah, it's my daughter's 20th solar return, so I'm wearing the jersey she wanted me to wear. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the likes and subs. We're pushing towards 700 on this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. I'm Master Fitness Trainer Uriel Riley. And we're at page 110 in the fifth chapter of this book. So I'm just doing a brief reading, celebrating Isyss's birthday today. Gratitude. During the same period, the Libyans settled in Africa around Lake Triton, as indicated by a study of the historical monuments of C.A.D. I. Cadmus, the Phoenician, personifies the Sidonian period and the Phoenician contribution to Greece. The Greeks say that Cadmus introduced writing, as we would say today that Marianne, symbol of the French Republic, introduced railroads into French West Africa. Greek traditions place the installation of Egyptian colonies in Greece at approximately the same time. Cecrops settled in Africa. Danos, brother of Aegyptus, in Argolis. He taught the Greeks agriculture as well as metallurgy, iron. During this Sidonian epic, elements of Egypto-Phoenician civilization crossed into Greece. At first, the Phoenician colony held the upper hand, but soon the Greeks began to struggle for liberation from the Phoenicians who, at this period prior to the Argonauts, possess mastery of the seas as well as technical superiority. This conflict in symbolize, is symbolized by the fight between Cadmus, the Phoenician, and the serpent son of Mars, the Greek. It lasted about 3 centuries. The dissension thus aroused among the natives by the arrival of the Canaanite settlers and represented in mythical legend by the combat waged by Cadmus and the Spartans. From then on, those of the Spartans whom the fable allows to survive and become the companions of Cadmus represent the principal Ionian families who accepted domination by their foreign. Not for long does Cadmus rule his empire in peace. He is soon chased away and compelled to retire among the Anchileans. The indigenous element regains control. After having accepted the authority of the Phoenicians and receiving the benefits of civilizations, it rises up against them and tries to expel them. All that we can discern in this part of the narrative concerning the Cadmeans is the horror that their race and religion, still impregnated by barbarism and oriental obscenity, inspired in poor but virtuous Greeks, whom, however, they had taught. And so, in Hellenic tradition, a superstitious terror is attached to the memory of the kings of Cadmus' race. They provided most of the subjects for antique tragedy. We'll pause right here. Let this divine day travel through with us. Just wanted to come on briefly, show love. Love you, Bubbles. Isyss. Got some gifts for you. I have a bunch of gifts for you. So I'm so grateful and thankful. Have this life and have daughter that I have in my life. Yes. Look at this beautiful gift I got for you. This is beautiful. There's one. Let's have a glass of love water. And when we reconvene with the African origin of civilization, myth, or reality by Dr. Cheikh Anta, edited and translated by Mercer Cook. We're in the 5th chapter. Let's see a couple other gifts we got for Bubbles. All right, yay. Have a glass of love water. Let you go. Happy Friday. So, Bubbles always loves sneakers. So we got a few pairs. Here's 2, 3. I'm not going to show all of them. Let's show some of them. Okay. So we got cheese. These are so awesome. Some runners. Of course, definitely had to get you some blues. There's some more gifts. I have a lot for you, though, Bubbles. How about let's ring the chimes for Isyss, and then I'll let you go. So grateful and thankful for all of you. Let's ring these chimes. Fine days and nights. We love you, Bubbles. So proud and thankful for you. Eyes, heart, love. Made it to 20. Happy 20th. I love my daughter so much. I'm so grateful and thankful. Glass of love water. Got some beautiful feathers for you, Isyss. Thank you. Much love. We love you. I love you so much, Bubbles. Love, I'm so proud of you. Her and her girlfriend are such beautiful people. It's hard love. I love you. I love you. I love you. I wish y'all enjoyed the reading, sights and sounds. Let's say I love you to Isyss and to the rest of the world. Go shine our light. Got some work today, so let's do it. I love you. I love, 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 love you, you. You know it, because I love myself. Just love you, Isyss. Thank you so much. Oh, can't wait to see you. I'll see you soon. Peace, peace.